to hear what I did last night until 4 a.m.?
What happened?
So there's I was scrolling little internet videos, and I happened on one that had this amazing song in it, right? And I was like, gosh, what is that song? I got to find that song. So I look it up, and like, you can't get that song currently. Like, you know, the band 21 Pilots, they put out an album. No, it's like a secret track that they only released on a specific digital release that they pulled off the market after 24 hours. So you literally can no longer access this track if you didn't buy it in that 24 hours.
I'm sure somebody has it somewhere.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, you know, that sucks for me. But then the reason it's like a secret track is apparently, I don't know a lot about this band, and I'm not bagging on them. They're just, they're not, they haven't been on my radar. Apparently, these dudes have been doing like a 10-year storyline with their music videos that telling like this big epic story that's a giant metaphor for mental illness, and they have like ARGs and stuff happens at the concerts. And it's me. So down the rabbit hole I went because I found this out, and immediately, obviously, I need to know every single thing about that. Everything. I'm on Reddit threads. I'm watching YouTube playlists. I'm on like the fan wiki. Literally, if you put a gun to my head 2 days ago and asked me to name a 21 Pilots song, I couldn't have done it. I'd be like, I know I've heard a few. They're pretty good. Name one? Last night I spent like 6 hours deep diving the lore of this band's like 10-year string of concept albums. I have ADHD. I don't know if I've mentioned
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
But if you want to talk about 21 Pilots and the lore, hit me up, because I'm fascinated now.
There's only one band that needs lore, and that's Gwar. Nobody else needs lore. Just Gwar.
I mean, Pink Floyd.
Sorry, Roger Waters. Yeah, I'm sorry. Roger Waters has just gone all right-wing crazy.
Tutsi frutsi.
Everybody has.
Everybody.
But they did the lore real well, is all I'm saying.
All right. Well.
So anyway, that's what I was up till 4 a.m. doing, and then realized it was 4 a.m. and I had to work today.
Yeah.
I'm on a lot of caffeine right now.
All right. Well, it's time to do the nonsense each week. Catherine, the Radio Dead Air audience, go out in the worldwide airwaves, find all sorts of horrible stuff, bring back here for a segment we like to call What the Fuck is Wrong with You? And we're starting with the... What the fuck? Yeah, well, okay, yes, of course we're starting with what the fuck. That's what we do here. Fucking I dare you to make less sense. Stolen $30,000 harp found after man jumped naked in Pittsburgh River.
What?
And I want to point out we're having like record winter storms right now.
Yeah. Can you even jump in a river in Pittsburgh right now?
Well, apparently a guy did. A Pittsburgh man was rescued from a river outside of Acrisure Stadium after allegedly stealing a harp, getting naked, and jumping in. Police, Bureau Flyer, Pittsburgh Police, and the TCNR Rangers responded to a call at Point State Park Wednesday for reports of a man in the water. According to Pittsburgh Public Safety, the man arrived at the park with a $30,000 harp. There's a picture of the damn thing. That's a $30,000 harp.
Did he bring it in the river with him?
No, it was later discovered to be stolen. Oh. He then left the harp in the park as he disrobed and jumped in the water. Emergency personnel were able to rescue the man from the water, provide medical care. Police were later able to locate the owner of the harp, which they say had been stolen from a residence in the Bethel Park area. So wait, you stole a harp. You carried this big ass fucking hunk of wood and wire to the park. It's as tall as an adult man. And you carried this fucker to the park, where you then immediately took off all your clothes and jumped in a frozen river.
What a weird way to launch your Florence and the Machine tribute band.
Oh. Like, right? It's like in this day and age, you're like, okay, what are you selling, buddy? What's this for? What
you
do you have
weren't even
samples?
live streaming?
Do you got a website? Like what's your socials, man? What's your Instagram? What was, and again I ask, what was the plan? I don't, was there a plan?
Did you think you were gonna sell that thing?
Were you meeting somebody in the park says, look, brother, I hook you up, man. I hook you up. You harp? I can hook you up, man. I got you. Meet me in the park and we'll have the handoff there. Like, what the fuck, bro? What is
someone in the chat says that harp shouldn't be out in the cold. It could damage it. I don't know anything about harps.
Yeah. There's harps, cellos, guitars, any kind of stringed wood instrument. Wood it's an organic material, and if you change temperatures,
that's true. The wood will swell, and
if you do that very rapidly, they don't like that. They hate. But also, you got naked and jumped in the frozen river. What in the it feels to me like this is another instance. Bill Shannon, Bill. This is another instance where you pretty much just rewrote the police report. Okay? I need you to go like, Nightline on this shit, bro. All right? I need you to Woodward and Burnside this shit.
Bill is alive. I'm kind of amazed he's alive. He jumped into a frozen river.
No, Bill Shannon is the guy who wrote it, Tara. This guy who wrote.
Oh, sorry.
That's what.
I thought that was the name of the.
No, that was not the name of the guy. We don't even have the name of the guy.
Also, as someone who has stepped on an errant guitar string, you couldn't pay me to get naked around a harp.
Huh? Why?
I didn't even step on the end of the guitar string, and that motherfucker almost sliced off my baby toe.
Well, we're going to Florida for the next one, and this is unfortunately familiar territory for us. Tara, it is happening again. Where's the beef? Down this South Florida suspect's pants.
Why?
Surveillance. Why? I know. There's the guy. Surveillance video obtained by Local 10 News shows a beef thief stuffing steak and brisket down his pants at a South Florida supermarket. Happened at Kosher Kingdom. Now, it's even like the one that really pisses me off is this wasn't like a chain. This was like a locally owned and operated place. This is like a little grocery
Not kosher
store.
Anymore. I'm pretty sure it's not kosher anymore. I'm pretty sure nowhere in the kosher law does it say rub the meat on your fucking ball sack. I'm not Jewish, but I think that's a safe guess.
They're big pants. I think they're like made for stealing. Phil Einhorn, the owner, said. They're blocked at the bottom so it doesn't go through. Video shows a store employee walking by, then the suspect shoving a nearly $100 cowboy steak in his pants. He also stole wine. It's a whole outing in your pants.
Having a nice date night.
Right, yeah. He came over here, looked around to see if anybody was looking, and shoved it in his pants. He eventually gave the steak back.
Oh, they don't want it back.
We were shocked, that's why, when he gave the steak, the one steak, I thought, okay, I got it back, what he stole. And then we found out there's this thing with his pants. It was unbelievable. It's like shocking. Employees chased the suspect out of the store, ended up going across the street to Publix. One of my employees was on break, saw the rest of the stuff he had, brisket, wine, called the cops. We got everything back. He ran off after we got the stuff back. By the time the cops got there, he was gone. We have a good description. I'm sure he's on foot somewhere. So not only what?
Can we just talk about the quote? And then when we found out there was this thing in his pants, it was unbelievable. It's just like shocking. Like we've all been there, right, girls?
What, is it like a 90-degree angle or some shit? No, no, okay. First of all, your cunning plan did not work at all.
No.
Because now, not only do you have the meat you shoved down your pants, your specially designed thiefing pants. Honey, go get me my Robin britches. Not only did you have that, but you didn't even get to keep it. You didn't even keep your butt steak.
And the store is going to damage it out because the wrap on meats is not airtight. Like, it's not safe to sell that to somebody. But also, like, what really gets me every time people do this is, like, I don't know if you're aware of this, but until you cook it, you want to keep meats cold.
Yeah.
You want them at a chilled temperature to prevent horrifying bacteria that will kill you from growing. The human body tends to be kind of warm.
A little bit.
So you can't now take that home and put it back in the fridge. Because, like, once you thaw meat, you can't freeze it again. Like, and I know, obviously, like, food safety is not this guy's top fucking concern. But God, can you imagine, like, is he planning a date night? Because I don't want to be that date with a free side of fucking E. coli.
Also, what the fuck? I'm sorry. It's just, what's that hat, brother? What is with that ass hat? Like, were you trying to conceal your identity? Because it didn't work. All you did is, like, if I saw you in my store with that hat, I'd be like, look at that douchebag with the hat. Get a good look at that douchebag wearing that hat. Like a long,
I think
long
the idea
look.
was probably to cover his face, but it's
worked.
very pointedly not covering his face.
Well, next up, fuck's sake. We are not down with the J.K. Rowling anymore, any of us, for obviously good reason. But strangely, some people still are. And now, say what you will about J.K. Rowling and her politics. Maybe, just maybe, there is still something worthwhile to be found in the Harry Potter books. Something that lessons that teach you about tolerance and other people. Nope. Oh, nope. Not gonna touch me. Black 7-Eleven employee calls white man's bluff after he chucks candy, hurls the N-word, then he becomes an internet joke. A man
that is not very Gryffindor of you, sir. That's Slytherin of you. Fucking liar. I'm a Ravenclaw, but I don't tell people that anymore because J.K. Rowling sucks.
A man wearing a Harry Potter Gryffindor t-shirt was caught on video throwing candy and hurling the N-word at a black 7-Eleven employee in Florida. Woman who goes by Mind of AGPL, on social media, uploaded the video to TikTok on January 18th, where it's drawing laughter and views because it's so absurd. Video shows the agitated man running through the store's entrance and straight to the two female employees. According to a caption, the clip was posted on January 20th. After he left, an employee began filming him in the parking lot, and he noticed, quote, "Delete that right now." Buddy.
No.
Like, no. What are you gonna do? She said, "You're not going to touch me." He threatened to hit the female employee with a candy dispenser, like this big freaking the gumball machine.
Like the gumball machine, yeah.
Yeah. Instead chucking at the floor, the man then headed for the exit and screamed, "Fuck you, N-word."
Someone in the chat said that's not even Slytherin. The Sorting Hat would tell this guy. You guys know the Slytherin were like canonically racist as fuck, right?
Which was always weird about those books, because she decided, okay, let's just make the racist motherfucker house and a hat.
I mean,
that while you're still a child, you put the hat on, and it says, "This kid's a racist motherfucker. You are a racist," and you have like a hat that calls your ass out, and there's a whole bunch of y'all together. You're also, like making the Klan.
The Irish characters we know of are a family of like a pile of kids with red hair who are dirt poor.
Yeah.
And a kid who likes liquor and blowing things up.
It's kind of weird how we didn't see this shit coming like a mile away, but we should have seen.
And the one Asian girl was literally named Cho Chang.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, looking back on it now, it's like, oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
And look, I get it. I have so many Neil Gaiman books. And that sucks for me and everybody. I get it. You know, it sucks when someone who's made things you love turns out to be a piece of shit. Maybe it doesn't suck as much for this guy because he's also a piece of shit. So he's cool. He's not a Gryffindor. But, like, he's probably not bothered by it.
Fucking hell.
Anyway.
More Florida. With a lot of Florida fucking lately. God damn it. It's from Osceola County. Do you remember our school buses from way back? We had no seatbelts. We had no. They were just like these like metal benches barely covered with this faux leather stuff. Padding was like, you want padding for these fucking things. And that was it. And if the bus hits something, your protection from that is you pray.
Yeah.
So I understand the buses have gotten better, and because obviously someone went, we don't want the kids to die, do we? Was that part of?
They also never used to really track. Because I used to, when my mom went back to work, I went to a friend's house to get ready for school, and I had to take her bus instead of my normal bus. And my mom would always send me with a note for the bus driver. And it was weirdly nerdy that, like, I showed up with, like, I'm on this bus because they didn't give a fuck.
It's just like, kid, get the fuck on the bus. Well, speaking of
any random ass kid could get on the bus.
Well, speaking of didn't give a fuck, this one really did not give a fuck to the point where, what? Osceola schools promise appropriate action after crowded bus leaves students sitting on floor.
Oh, well, that's not safe.
Osceola County mother says her 13-year-old son was put in an unsafe situation after multiple students were first forced to sit on the floor of a school bus due to overcrowding. Carla Hannon said she received a photo January 23rd showing her son Lucas and several other students sitting on the floor of a bus as they rode home from school. And it says a substitute driver arrived in a wheelchair-accessible bus that was not designed to carry the number of students assigned to the route. Instead of contacting dispatch for guidance, she says the driver allowed students to remain on the bus without seats. Instead of calling dispatch saying, I have too many kids, she didn't do that. Yeah, if there was a hit to the side of the bus, the kids could go flying. Like,
how do you send the bus driver out with the wrong bus?
well, apparently this was not the brightest of bus drivers.
I don't know, because I feel like that's a catch-22. Because if you make those kids sit at school for like an extra hour while you go and get a new bus, everyone's going to yell at you for that too.
Yeah, but they're yelling at you for doing your job badly. Well, there's yelling at you for doing your job badly, and there's yelling at you for endangering kids.
Yes.
I'll
I'm
take
more
the
concerned about the
badly
bureaucracy
yelling.
that just sent the completely wrong bus.
It was like, sit on the fucking floor, kid. Fuck it. Sit on the fucking floor. It'll be fine. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Okay, but aside from that, what's the worst that... Okay, but aside from that, what's the worst that could happen?
Right. What, are you going to blow up? Maybe. Have you, like, because do you remember hitting a bump on the school bus?
Everybody went up, but, yep.
It
Suspension,
was like
what's
being in
that?
a hoopty. It was like being on a fucking roller coaster. Everybody's ass went 2 feet off the seat and came back down, and that was a speed bump.
I tell you, if you go back and look at old videos from like 20 years back, okay, you will find videos of kids popping up and hitting like the fucking roof of... This is before AI. Hitting the roof of the fucking bus and slapping back down.
Even
that
the car.
was them.
Because, fun fact, kids, Uncle Nash and Auntie Tara were alive when it became a requirement to wear a seatbelt in the car. And for a while, in my dad's car, it didn't have seatbelts because it was old enough that you didn't have to have them. That's how old we are.
It's like, you'll be fine.
Like 10 when they actually made it a law that you had to be wearing a seatbelt. Before that, we were all just fucking projectiles waiting to happen.
Like, I know everybody, I know all of our generations are like, I drank from the fucking hose and but you know, it's not that, you know, it was so much worse then. It's just that people were like, oh yeah, that would be a little expensive. Let's not do that. And that sort of proceeded all the way through to today.
If you've ever seen, like, people online every now and then will complain about Stranger Things because they're like, where are these kids' parents? These kids' parents never know where these kids are. And I'm like, yeah, that's the most accurate part of the show. Because in the 80s, nobody knew where the fuck you were. They literally, every night on the news, they had a little PSA that said, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? Because sometimes people didn't. I had uniquely strict parents in that they always knew where the fuck we were. But, like, they had to remind you to do a fucking head count of your children in the 80s.
Well, got some
it's
more.
It's amazing Generation X still exists. Like, it's amazing we all made it, honestly.
Actually, we're like elder millennial on that, like, that cusp thing.
Xennials?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like that little micro generation. We don't really fit in with either.
Yeah. Well, we have some more auto vehicular nightmares. This is from British Columbia. This is from Canada. Look, I know people are a little more laid back there because, well, you have a much nicer country than we do. And that's, I mean, you're probably going, what? No, we don't. It's got a lot. No, comparatively speaking, like comparatively, it's so much. And then yet, as the people on Letterkenny would say, sometimes there are degens from upcountry. British Columbia car driver caught speeding a car held together with duct tape and wishful thinking. Look at how the door is held closed.
Oh my God. I mean, that's creative.
There's the rest of the fucking thing. Police in British Columbia say a 22-year-old driver was pulled off the road after he was caught speeding in a vehicle that was, quote, held together with duct tape and wishful thinking. The early model Acura featured makeshift modifications, including rebar and duct tape in place of a rear window and a welded gate latch to secure the driver's side door. It looked like it had been chewed up by Robosaurus. There's a reference for you. Corporal Michael McLaughlin of the British Columbia Highway Patrol said in a statement, police said the driver was stopped on Highway 3, traveling 130 kilometers in an 80-kilometer zone. It's amazing this particular car could go that fast without disintegrating. In order to put in some effort to hammer out the dents.
The end of Good Omens, where like Crowley literally drives his Bentley to death.
The driver was issued a ticket for excessive speeding. He was ordered to fix all mechanical defects before having the vehicle inspected. It's also billed for a tow truck and 7 days of impoundment fees, pay higher premiums on his insurance for 3 years. You know, at that point, it's more than the car is worth.
I feel like it's cheaper just to get a new car at that point. Yeah,
just let him have it. Let him keep it. Look at the
I thought it was bad.
In the oh my
yeah. I used to have an Oldsmobile Delta 88, and the strap on the seatbelt like kind of permanently pulled out and wouldn't retract anymore, and it was all the way out. And back then I weighed $110, so my dad was like, well, that's not safe. So he like folded it over, measured it to me, folded it over, and then ran a giant screw through it and wrapped that in duct tape so that it was the correct size. If I got in a crash, that giant screw probably would have gone through my heart. So I don't think it was safer. But it was... And I thought that was bad.
A screw wrapped in duct tape.
Yeah, he like folded the strap over until it was way shorter, ran a giant through screw it to puncture it all, and then wrapped it in duct tape. And I look back now and I'm like, if I got in an accident, that screw was definitely going through my heart.
Yeah. You can. What do they call it? Like, what do they call that damn hammer? That it's called like a gravity hammer or something. They use to pull dents out of a car. Oh,
I don't know.
Somebody
it's like
knows.
A really fancy plunger. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's got like a suction bit on the one end, and you just sort of yank the freaking. It looks. You can clearly see he's used that all over the car. You can clearly see. But
the deadbolt on the door is really something.
The fucking Oh, honey, no.
Like no. We've all been
slide hammer. There it is. Slide hammer. That's what it's called.
We've all been broke as fuck and driving a piece of shit car. I get it. But when you have to use an actual deadbolt to keep the door closed.
I have a 20-year-old truck. It's more 22-year-old truck, and so it's got like these. It's extended cab, so it's got these separate doors for the back area, and the latches have broken. But if you grab the wires that are supposed to go with the latch and pull them, it's just like opening the door handle. And I could get it fixed, but there's a lot of other things I have to have money for right now, so I just sort of deal with it. That's okay, though, because otherwise it works normally. I didn't have to weld shit to it.
I drove a car without heat for a whole winter and routinely arrived at my job unable to feel my feet. But the car was one solid piece.
Like you're pulled. This is some Mad Max shit.
Literally.
All right. The last one is also Florida, and this guy is dumb on so many fucking levels. Like the way that animals don't understand the danger of crossing a busy highway. That's how dumb this guy is. So let's say you're on the coast and you happen to find some illegal drugs washed up on the beach, ready to be sold. Blocks of cocaine.
I didn't see shit.
Right. It's like,
I didn't see
that's...
shit.
So you mean, Tara, you wouldn't take the cocaine and sell it yourself?
I mean, I didn't see shit. I've never been to the beach. What's a beach?
Marathon, Florida. A 65-year-old Florida Keys boat captain was arrested Monday after deputies say he was selling kilos of drugs that he found at sea. Following an investigation, deputies say they nabbed Bradford Todd Picarillo. Picarillo. Thank you. And seized 23 grams of cocaine, his 38-foot vessel, $8,000 in cash, and a .40 caliber handgun. Yeah, you ain't getting none of that back. Investigation ended Monday when undercover sheriff's office purchased a kilogram of cocaine for $10,000 and placed him under arrest. Subsequently booked into the Monroe County Jail on counts of trafficking cocaine, selling cocaine, and possessing cocaine. Brother, you done sold somebody else's cocaine.
Like somebody is going to be looking for that. They're not going to be a nice person.
Did you never see No Country for Old Men, motherfucker?
Miami Vice, Breaking Bad, The Wire. Hey, have you ever seen media? This is a bad fucking idea.
Yeah, because it's not like it's be like, our cocaine is gone. And also, this guy in the area is selling cocaine. I wonder if there's a connection between those two things.
And they're not going to be like, man, that's a bummer for us. Nope. And here, if it was weed, like maybe. I don't know why I assume that people who are in the weed business are not fucking psychotic the way that people in the cocaine business are fucking psychotic.
That's because, well, it's cocaine.
Right. You don't fuck with... I don't even know what cocaine is. What's cocaine? What's a beach? What's a Florida? I don't know shit. I came out of a coma yesterday. I know nothing.
Look at that mugshot. Just look at his face.
You do not fuck with cocaine people.
He is just bewildered. He is a babe
Honestly,
in the woods.
Best thing that could happen to him would probably be to go to prison because he's probably safest there. Actually, that's not true because I promise you, whoever's cocaine that is has people in the prison. He's
now
fucked.
they know. Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, you're.
It's not like you found cocaine in the wild. It's not
he
like
literally did.
Yeah, but it's not like, you free range cocaine.
Yeah.
It's not like it spawns from the sea. It's not like World of Warcraft. You go to a node and there's a cocaine node.
Like it is a plant, but it doesn't grow off the plant packaged in nice little bricks like that.
It's even got somebody's fucking branding on it. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking imbecile.
And like, I don't know why, maybe it's a me thing, but like of all the drugs, specifically, I would fuck with cocaine the least. Because in my mind, the cocaine people are the craziest people.
Not the meth folks?
No.
I mean, the meth folks are
folks, I don't associate, and I know they probably are associated, but in my brain, there is not an automatic through line from meth to cartel.
okay, yeah, but I would say they're a bit
immediately
crazier.
think cocaine. I think some dude in an all-white suit in a hacienda who wants my eyeballs.
Yeah, it's all right. Fair point. Fair point. Fair point. I just, good God. First thing we learned, we shouldn't have to, leave the cocaine alone.
You don't even know what cocaine is, kids. You don't even know what Coca-Cola is. You find cocaine on the beach? No, you fucking didn't.
No, you fucking didn't. Oh, we have learned that if you have to weld shit that you bought from Lowe's onto your car, maybe it's time to get another car.
Like, I get it. We've all been desperate, but I promise you can find a beater for a couple $1,000s.
That doesn't require a trip to the hardware store.
Right.
The back windows were rebar. Fucking rebar. What the fuck? We've learned if you're a bus driver and the kids don't fit in the bus, call your boss. Don't just we'll wing it.
Don't just start stacking them. That doesn't work.
We've learned some people still wear their Harry Potter merchandise, and boy, are they a special sort of people.
And they don't even know what fucking house they really are. At least get that shit right.
We've learned yet again that the meat does not go in your pants. Not like that. It's just it. Why the? And finally, we've learned sometimes a man will break into your house, steal a goddamn harp, take it to the frickin' park, and jump into the water naked. I'm sure we've all had days like that.
Absolutely. Who hasn't had a $30,000 harp stolen by a naked guy with hypothermia?
Like, at that point, do you even want to press charges or be like, you know what? You've punished yourself enough.